Hello everyone. Hope you all are doing fine. In this video, we will talk about father-daughter novels. If you don't know what father-daughter novels are, let me tell you that these are the novels where the main cast is a super doting father and his lovely sweet daughter. These novels are full of sweet and fluffy moments, so prepare yourself for the sweet time ahead. Now let us start. The first novel is Suddenly Became a Princess One Day, written by Plutos. It is an ongoing novel and my rating for this novel will be 8. Its synopsis is as follows. When I opened my eyes, I had become a princess. But out of all characters in this romance novel, why is it the princess who has the fate of dying to her own blood-related dad, the emperor? If I want to live, I must not be seen by that emperor dad. When did this kind of scumbag start living in my castle? The man who doesn't have single drop of blood nor tear to drop. That cold Emperor Claude. Will Athanasia, who had been caught by the emperor, be able to survive? What do I do? On to the next novel, we have The Youngest Daughter of the Snake Family, written by Marin. It is an ongoing novel and my rating for this novel will be 8. Its synopsis is as follows. The man watching the moment it was born was silent. He was a snake, that is also a black mamba, but his child was born a baby bird. I fainted and suddenly woke up as a baby bird. And if that's not enough, who made my daughter cry? I'll twist their neck right away. Quiet, you don't have to talk. I'll sweep every last one of them. I'm sure it's one of them. Calm down, both of you. My sister has a weak stomach, so let's take care of it in the back. They're all overprotective. On to the next novel, we have I Became the Male Lead's Adopted Daughter, written by Latina. It is an ongoing novel and my rating for this novel will be 8. Its synopsis is as follows. I'm going to adopt a child. Duke Furio Voriotti's impulsive decision shocked everyone in the mansion. Not only did he make her his daughter, but he also gave her the name of a beast that only direct members of the bloodline could receive. Even as you breathe right now, I'm earning money. It's confidence, not arrogance. My face really does have its advantages. The most arrogant father in the whole world, and I love muscles the most. Let's get muscular. Show me your thigh muscles. Your butt would be even better. You're nothing but a flower if you have a calm personality. His corrupted daughter. And I will give His Excellency the information he wants most. Information I want most, you say. You won't regret it. A stepmother, with a strange secret as well. On to the next novel, we have Living My Fourth Life as the Dragon's Daughter, written by Yuna. It is an ongoing novel and my rating for this novel will be 7. Its synopsis is as follows. A child born with the fate of the curse. 3 lives ended and the 4th life began. In the first, she was beaten to death by strangers. In the second, she died in a foreign land while running away with a weak body. In the third, she lost her footing in the mountains and died. In the fourth, she thought she would be loved. You really left me behind. In the castle where the Dragon of Judgment lives. Fate came suddenly one day. What is this? Master, this is a human baby. So why is this here? Can I live a long, beloved life? On to the next novel, we have How to Live as the Mad Duke's Fake Daughter, written by Bistchel. It is an ongoing novel and my rating for this novel will be 7. Its synopsis is as follows. I was reborn as an extra in the novel. One day, an unidentified man kidnapped me and threatened me to pretend to be Lilietta, the youngest daughter of the Duke of Bonner, who lost his daughter and went crazy. I'm Lilietta, the daughter my father has been searching for 10 years. It's you, my beloved daughter. So I became the daughter of the Mad Duke. Now all I have to do is run away before I get caught. However, the family of the villains is so obsessed that I can't see the way out. On to the next novel, we have Baby Princess Through the Status Window, written by Glass Cotton Candy. It is an ongoing novel and my rating for this novel will be 7. Its synopsis is as follows. I was condemned as a villainess when I died, but I somehow returned to the past as a 5-year-old. The moment I faced my father, who now looked younger, a strange blue window appeared before my eyes. It was a light blue window that revealed someone else's true feelings. Alderuan Ervildote. Occupation: Emperor, LV.99. Favorability: 90,980,984. Mood: Heart my daughter, heart I miss you. But father? I suppose that's how you really feel, but what the hell's going on? Damien Ervildote. Mood: Excited to see heart my sister, heart thoughts. I want to talk to you T, Ellie. Mood: Holding back from breaking the wall due to overwhelming cuteness thoughts. I'll make a collection commemorating the cute princess's daily life. Carmen Kaselev. Mood: Excited thoughts. Why do you look prettier and prettier every time I look at you? What do they feed you at the palace? Do they have a kind of medicine that could make people pretty like this? I thought you all hated me, but I guess not. If the status window was telling the truth about their moods and thoughts, then maybe I could live a different life this time around. On to the next novel, we have A Saint Who Was Adopted by the Grand Duke, written by Songiba. It is an ongoing novel, and my rating for this novel will be 8. Its synopsis is as follows. I was forced to live in captivity for the rest of my life because I happened to be aware of the fact that I was a saint. I was truly a real saint, but that didn't matter, because there was already a designated saint in the temple. When I died from all the abuse I endured, I was sent back to a time before all those previous events in my life had happened. After 15 regressions, I was exhausted. I prayed, I don't want anything to do with this, so please just let me die. And at that moment when I could finally be able to die, someone said, how about being my daughter? That monstrous duke had adopted me. On to the next novel, we have Lord Baby runs a romance fantasy with Cash, written by Ju Hyun. It is an ongoing novel, and my rating for this novel will be 7. Its synopsis is as follows. I lived suffering without a home, religion, or parents, but an angel appeared and reincarnated me. You, a pro when it comes to romance fantasy novels, would you like to reincarnate in a world that was created based off of a romance fantasy novel? I reincarnated because he said I would have a handsome dad and a handsome older brother who would spoon feed me, and even gift me a diamond mine, but I might be a child from my mother's affair? As soon as I was born, I was sent to my mother's household and fell into a family that deprives me. If I stay like this, I might end up freezing or starving to death by myself. On to the next novel, we have The Baby Raising a Devil, written by Lycia. It is an ongoing novel, and my rating for this novel will be 8. Its synopsis is as follows. 3 regressions, 4th life. Although she was prophesied and raised as the child of fate, she was sacrificed when the real child of fate appears. This country is no good, let's defect. LeBlaine chooses to be adopted to earn money until defecting. There was nothing wrong this far, but the place she chose was a family full of villains. She tried to trick those bad guys in order to live comfortably before defecting. My daughter is the cutest in the world. Give her the building. She can use it as her bathroom. It's okay. LeBlaine told me not hit you, but she didn't say not to kill you. Who made my sister cry? They're spiraling out of control. What should I do? Asterisk asterisk, you can't hit or kill people just because you don't like them. My family was quiet even though I purposely looked sad. Then there's nothing I can do. I looked back at my family with a sharp gaze and said solemnly, I'm going to sleep without a blanket. I'm wrong, kid. I'm sorry. I won't kill anyone. Good. On to the next novel, we have How to Be a Dark Hero's Daughter, written by Lizabelle. It is an ongoing novel, and my rating for this novel will be 7. Its synopsis is as follows. The MC transmigrated into a novel and became an extra from the novel. The novel is a murder thriller, and the main character is a serial killer. He kills criminals with black magic, making him a dark hero. Think of him as Dexter or Batman with dark magic. She, MC, doesn't have any death flags since she's a background extra, but she was a homeless girl of all things in such a dangerous novel. Somehow our MC saves the male lead, and to thank her, he adopts her. Become my daughter. The richest, most powerful, and handsome duke commands her to be his child. The MC is freaked out since she knows he's a cold-blooded killer. Can she survive such a maniac? Yet he dotes on her and constantly says, "My daughter is the cutest." He wants to get master artists to draw her and gather poets to describe her adorableness. The Duke also has a son. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. He also dotes on her. In this way, a beggar became a little princess. She also got used to people getting killed. However, there was still one problem. Our MC has turned 16 and is wondering, as a lady, will she have an arranged marriage? The whole house atmosphere quickly turns awkward. She realizes, perhaps they want her to stay here forever? Can she escape such a strange house? Everyone is so attached to her. On to the next novel, we have I'm the Main Character's Child, written by Sodom G. It is an ongoing novel, and my rating for this novel will be 7. Its synopsis is as follows. One day, young Ameliette, who was bullied by her servants, suddenly recalls memories of her past life. She had been reincarnated into a book she had read in her previous life, as a child of the main characters. 3 years after the ending of the novel, her mother died while giving birth to Ameliette, leaving her father unattended with only his daughter left. I can't keep living like this. After the news of my father's return came out, I decided to change the situation, but why is that thing in front of my eyes? The first meeting I was looking forward to ends with only a cold glare. But I can't give up. 1. Frequent encounters. Hello, Papa. Papa. Where are you wooing? 2. Attacking with presents. Papa Tilda, I'll give you this. It's a gift. Let's be close friends from now on. I'll come every day. 3. Compliments. Ah. It's so bright, Tilda, I can't get close to Papa because he's shining. But something's wrong. Even though he replies to everything I ask, his answers are the office. You've brought something useless again. Yet you kept the useless thing. Shut up. He's especially shy about compliments. Does he really hate me? On to the next novel, we have I Adopted a Villainous Dad, written by Untitled. It is an ongoing novel, and my rating for this novel will be 7. Its synopsis is as follows. The heroine entered a novel as the saintess that walked a thorny path. However, she did not desire the bleak road, instead opting to walk on a flowery path by abandoning the frustrating original timeline and adopting a father. You, be my daddy. Turns out he's the final boss and villain, which worked out just as well. Daddy. Why is your name Daddy? So cute. What did you eat for breakfast? Handsomeness? As she dreamt of a happy ending with her daddy, a huge obstacle stood in her path. The existence of the hero destined to annihilate the final boss. Since it's come to this, the heroine decided to save her father and the hero. Maybe the world, too, if she had the time. But her daddy is being a pain. He keeps raising death flags, and now the hero's obsessed over her, asking to take responsibility for taming him. Just what is going on? On to the next novel, we have Daughter of the Emperor, written by Untitled. It is an ongoing novel, and my rating for this novel will be 8. Its synopsis is as follows. Ariadna Larig Illustri pre-agrigent. And so my life begins with this ridiculously long name, born to royalty and the center of attention. All because of one dangerous man. The veritably insane Tyrant King, ruthless conqueror of 10 empires, nightmare of all continents, and my father? Will I be able to survive this maniac? On to the next novel, we have Baby Tyrant, written by IHOEN. It is an ongoing novel, and my rating for this novel will be 7. Its synopsis is as follows. Less than a month old. I became the great empire's treasured princess. In all my life, I wanted love. Love from my family, but the family I had failed me in the end. Abandoned. Abused. I don't want this so-called family. It's a waste of time. I came to a new world after a miserable ending. The empire's treasured princess. That's me. But why is father, the emperor, so strange? Mabel, I will give you the Ponce Castle. My sweet child, the most fertile land is yours. No, wait, this whole country will be yours for the plucking. Father, he's strange. Is this what family love is like? On to the next novel, we have Guide the Villain Father to be Virtuous, written by Sun Wenjung. It is an ongoing novel, and my rating for this novel will be 8. Its synopsis is as follows. After waking up, Huo Xiaoxiao awoke into the novel as the daughter of an unruly and domineering big villain. Legend has it that her father Huo Suicheng is ruthless, relies on power, plays tricks, covering the sky with only one hand and commits all kinds of atrocities, is a real big villain. In the end, the father and daughter lost their reputation and their fate was bleak, which gratifies the people greatly. But now Huo Xiaoxiao is just an obedient baby who can't do anything but eat first. For the sake of her own life and the future of her villain father, the lovely baby tried to correct the villain's 3 views, but heard a sentence from the gap of the door: kill, throw into the sea. Sorry to bother you. Huo Xiaoxiao fled in defeat. Asterisk. Kill and throw into the sea. Huo Xiaoxiao. Did I hear it wrong? Until one day everybody saw him with a beautiful little girl riding on his neck, while wearing a Hello Kitty headband on his head. On to the next novel, we have My Whole Family Are Villain, written by Xian Yu Lao Ren. It is a completed novel, and my rating for this novel will be 8. Its synopsis is as follows. 14-year-old Su Bei almost died when she caught a high fever, got transmigrated into another world, and finally figured out a shocking truth. It turned out that her original world she was just a novel and her whole family were villains. The woman who gave birth to them was the cannon fodder in the novel. She and Su Zhaobao were written like this in the extra chapter. One was a little bastard who tried to bully the male lead's daughter and eventually got thrown into prison, and the other one became an escort who, after having failed to seduce the male lead, was killed by an evil director. They also have a dad whom they never met and was the biggest villain in the book. Back to her original world, the first thing Su Bei did was to take Su Zhaobao and find their father. Su Bei. Su Zhaobao, quick, call him. Su Zhaobao. Call him what? Su Bei. Call him Dad. Su Zhaobao. I don't want to, do it yourself. Su Bei. Dad. Looking at these 2 dirty children in front of him, Mr. Chin's eyes showed disgust. On to the next novel, we have The Villain is Happy Being a Father, written by Yun Xiao. It is an ongoing novel, and my rating for this novel will be 8. Its synopsis is as follows. The chairman of the Bai group of City A and his wife died in a plane crash, leaving their 3-year-old orphaned and with a large fortune. The relatives were trying their best to cheat the girl and enter the house to get a hold of it. But who knew that the $10 billion doll would have chosen her father, or also known as the city's most popular guy, on her own? Luo Sheng. F***CK. I'm not doing it. Yin Yin. Daddy, hug. Luo Sheng. A few days later, F***CK. Who dares to bully my daughter? I won't let him get away with this. That's the end of this video. I will see you soon in the next video. Happy reading.